Good morning, brothers. Good to be with you here this morning. This is Craig James from the website masculinebydesign.com. You can find me on Twitter at the handle Masculine Design. So this past month was the first time in about 12 years since I've started working online in some capacity. Most of that time, most of those 12 years, I've had some product or service or multiple services that I was offering to those who wanted a solution to their problems in a more consolidated format versus just sifting through all of my postings and videos and podcasts and whatnot. And in that time of being online, selling various products and services, this past month was the first time in 12 years that I have ever come close to earning an amount of revenue that rivaled what I make in my day job. And even then I didn't hit that, but I came close. And it got me to thinking, I've shared that with a few people, and their reactions were quite interesting. We have this impression that all these guys and gals that are online making a living, making a decent amount of money, and we have this impression that these people were just overnight successes. And there may be a very small percentage of individuals who fit that description. Most of them do not. Most of them, like me, have hustled and grinded it out and put in the work day after day, year after year, never really knowing if the return on their investment was ever going to come. And even now, if I look at what I've made over the years compared to the time that I've spent working on earning that money online, my hourly rate or wage that I have been earning is well below minimum wage. So just put that in perspective for you guys. Some of you out there maybe are working on building an online following, making it your full-time job to earn money online, to provide for yourself and your family. And it's important that you count the cost. If I could go back to day one, when I first started my very first website with the intent of making money online, if I could go back to that day, knowing what I know now, all of the time, energy, effort that I put into this, the sacrifices that I've made to this point, and the amount of money I've made to this point, I probably would not start on that journey. I would probably go back and tell that version of myself, don't do it. It's not worth the sacrifice of your time away from your family, the lost sleep, the time away from doing other things that could be more profitable for you, maybe building a different kind of side business, and whatever other way I could choose to spend my time. Now, my hope is, 5 years from now, I can look back on that and say, okay, now it's worth it. But to this point, it hasn't been monetarily. Yes, there are more intangible things of value that I've gotten throughout the years. The connections that I've made, the lives that I've impacted, the network that I built around me. These things all have value, but from a monetary perspective, I've come nowhere close to making good on the investment of my time. And so I want to share that with you because I think a lot of men, they come into this game and they don't count the cost. They don't understand that this is not something that happens overnight. This takes years and years of stick-to-itiveness, grinding it out, putting in the work even when you don't want to, dealing with challenges, dealing with setbacks, dealing with having to keep your family aligned with your mission and the vision that you have. It's just been more recent that my wife has started to really believe in what I'm doing online because again, she's seen 10, 11 years of me putting in a lot of hours, a lot of time, sacrificing time away from her and the family to pursue this mission. And I give her a lot of credit. She has supported me. She has supported a lot of even bad decisions that I've made along the way. But it's just now that she can really start to understand the value that is there from a monetary perspective. But you need to count the cost. Jesus Christ said this to his followers. He said, you need to count the cost of following me. This is not something that a lot of Christian believers do. They make the decision, and it's not a bad thing, make the decision to follow Jesus, make him their Lord of their lives, and they don't count the cost. So when times get rough, they no longer commit to what it is that they had previously committed to. They see the good, and they don't see the bad. And I see a lot of people who fall into that same trap online. Does the good outweigh the bad when it comes to Christianity? Yeah, sure. You know, my experience in being a Christian for the last 10 plus years, more good than bad. But that doesn't mean there aren't trials, there aren't tribulations, there aren't things that I struggle with, as any Christian can attest to. And the same thing is true online. You know, we look at these highlight reels that people are posting online. We don't see the missed sleep. We don't see the challenges. We don't see the setbacks. We don't see the failures. We don't see all the time that is spent building up to the point that they're at now, where they're in a situation that we might find desirable. So I want to share that with you, because I know a lot of you who follow me are pursuing similar aspirations. You are trying to start an online business, and you're working, and you're comparing yourself to others, and you're wondering when is your break going to come. And the fact of the matter is, your break may never come, and if it does come, it may come 10 or 15 years from now. You know, there's no way to know for sure. I hope, for your sake, it's not 10 or 15 years. I hope that it's 1 month from now. You are earning a level of income that is enough to where it can sustain you and your family, and you can continue to build from there. But the reality is, the hard truth that many won't share with you, is that that's generally not how things happen. So that's all I have for you this morning. I just want to share that with you, because a lot of men, I think, have this misconception. You know, I've seen people even complain to me about, you have the Fraternity of Excellence, you charge people to get in there. Okay, yeah. There's value for men coming together with other men in the forum that we've provided for that. If you don't see it, you don't have to buy the product. But they act like they get indignant because somebody is trying to make some money off of the value they're providing to others. And again, the amount of money I've made on the value that I've provided to the men who have engaged with me throughout the years is minimal. And so I don't take offense to that. It's just kind of like, whatever, man. Like, you don't understand. You don't know what you're talking about. And a lot of you who are going to embark on this mission right now don't know what you're getting into. And so hopefully this clears that up a little bit. And if you still feel led to pursue that mission, get after it. I mean, there's a reason 999 out of 1,000 online startups are no longer in existence about a year after they get started, because the vision that those who start those endeavors out they don't have a realistic vision for that. They don't have a realistic time frame in what it's going to take to succeed. So I hope this gives you that perspective. And again, if you decide that it's still something you want to pursue, then get after it. Do what it takes. Never give up. Continue to pursue that mission. But understand that it's probably going to take longer and cost more than what you think from the outset. So that's all that I have. If you have any comments, leave them below. Be sure to subscribe. Hit the bell ring notification button here on YouTube. Other than that, again, follow me on Twitter at Masculine Design. You can check out what me and my brothers are doing inside of our tribe, the Fraternity of Excellence, by going to fraternityofexcellence.com. That'll do it, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing the message. I appreciate all of you. Until next time, this is Craig James from MasculineByDesign.com. I'm out.